Hey, happy Saturday, y'all. I I, nothing really openly bad to talk about here. Um, just want to wish y'all a great Saturday and talk about a few things that matter, especially when it comes to advocacy. Um, and talk about why um, I'm like I am. Um, I'm an advocate. I don't care whether you're developmentally disabled, physically disabled, visually disabled, um, hearing, hearing disabled or deaf or whatever. I'm an advocate for myself, who some would say that I probably have just developmental disabilities, but I also have a little bit of physical and, also a brain injury. And high blood pressure. Now, I don't have all the disabilities that other people may have, and I don't understand their lived experiences. So I can't say about lived experiences for someone else, but I can support and I can advocate for the needs of others. Um, so I'm an advocate. You know, you take the term self. Self is about advocating for your own needs. But when you advocate for others and for all people with disabilities, you're an advocate. Um, so we've got to start kind of using those terms interchangeably, but realize that the interchangeability is this: you're um, if you have the lived experience of having a disability, you're speaking about your disability, then that's being self advocate. But if you don't have the lived experience of someone, say, who's paraplegic, but you're speaking about their needs or supporting them for their needs and for the rights of that they may have, you know, that's advocating and that's allying with others. We can be both an advocate, ally, and a self advocate all at the same time. We've got to start helping one another out. Yes, we all have specific things that we want to work on. And I get that. But it's not just about us in the long run. Why? Because if we advocate just about our needs and stuff, guess what? Those who are in authority or in power will try to start pitting us against one another. And we fall for that stuff, then we'll never get anything done that really helps people. So, if we advocate for our needs, we need to advocate for the needs of others and support them and not allow the pitting others to try to pit us against one another. We're all in the same boat together, y'all. Um, and don't let the boat sink. Anyway, I'm sitting here watching the Georgetown Hoyas and Syracuse Orange take on one another in basketball on my TV. I have a friend in DC that's currently at the game. I kind of wish I was. Kind of wish I was in DC anyway, permanently. That's another story. I'll get there eventually. You know, why do I want to live in DC? Because I don't want to just affect state policy, which is great and something that needs to be done. But I want to work on a federal policy, which if a federal policy it's more important than a state policy, then whatever the state says and does is overruled by federal policy. We need more federal policies that work with people with disability, and we need to improve federal policy too, where it might be vague to be more strong. We also need federal policy that allows people with disabilities can get married. There's no question about that. But allows people with disabilities to get married and not lose their disability or be penalized, and lose parts of their disability. That ain't right. That ain't good. And it's something that we need to work on. Also, there needs to be more allowances for people to work and more knowledge that people with disabilities can work and still be on disability. But there also needs to be a raise in the amount that people can earn. Why? Because even if you earn under the deal, it's still, and you add the Social Security disability, it's still not enough sometimes to meet the needs of people. We need to be better on that. Anyway, like I said, I'm an all means all kind of person, and those things affect all people. And I've said this before, but you know what? Since this is going out on my page and not on my business pages, I'm going to say it here. I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it. And as Mr. Rogers said, 143. Talk to you all later. Have a great day, and go Hoyas.